All right, so today I've been playing around with this bracelet design. It's not my design, but it's very fun. Welcome in, Muffin. Hey, Lou. So this is a Tibetan agate bracelet, and I was just gonna make one while live so you guys can see how it's done. This is another one I made today. All right. This is a fun bracelet. I did also make an earring version. I think this is my fourth one. Lou, my fourth show here on District. Yeah. I mean, the exposure is good too. So for this bracelet, I'm using 20 gauge wire. The other two I made with 18 gauge wire for the base wire. So I need about 20 inches, 2 pieces at 20 inches. A little bit more. Yep, that's good. Yep, it's just a matter of building it into your schedule. Otherwise, you're never going to do it. Welcome in, Buttermilk and Cream. Okay, so I've got my 2 base wires for this bracelet. Yeah, just got to play around with it. So for the first part, I'm taking my first base wire and I've kind of got it bent in half, but I'm not totally bending it. What I'm doing is making a little loop, and this is what the hook is going to go on to. And my loop is going to be about 1/4 inch in diameter. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. The second base wire is going to be a V shape. So I'm making it a V shape. I'm going to straighten that out. Then I'm going to bind these 2 pieces together. This is 26 gauge. Need like a 20-inch piece of this. Yep, I was just on Whatnot actually making this bracelet. I've been doing live videos everywhere. So these 2 pieces, actually what I'm going to do, because I want the camera to focus on this so you guys can see better. I'm going to put my mat up. Actually, I could just do this. Put this one up. Yes, I do. And I should be currently live on YouTube right now as well. Okay. This way you guys can see better without the camera focusing on all the earrings back there. All right. So back to this. I'm going to bind these two pieces of wire together. My wire fell. There we go. This is probably the most tedious part of making this bracelet, is binding these two pieces of wire together. So bear with me. If you guys would like to see anything in my shop, feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to show you. So I'm using 26 gauge wire to bind these two pieces together. I'm going to go one more time around and through. Okay, that's good for now. So this 26 gauge piece of wire is going to be my central wire. That's what I'm going to be putting the beads on. And I am using these, I believe they're called granulated. They're crystal rondelle beads. They're very pretty. So I've got my bead on here. So the next thing, I'm taking the outer wires and I'm going to crisscross them. And this will get easier to work with as I work my way down. Then you take the other one and crisscross it. So then the bead is kind of framed a little bit. And then we take the 26 gauge and I'm binding at the point that the base wires are crossing each other underneath the bead. It's always so finicky at the start of making this because you got all these wires flopping all over the place. Here we go. All right, and I'm tightening that. I'm going to do it twice. Going through here. Pulling this through. Okay, so we've got our first bead on. I just want to make sure these are tight and sitting where I want them to sit. And then we take these two and do the same thing. Well, I got to add the bead first. So I'm going to add another rondelle. Then I'm taking these two outer wires and they're going to frame this bead. Just like that. I'm going to bring them up. And now I'm going to bind the two crossing points. Like so. And I always do it twice. I'm going to go through again. And then we just repeat the process. So I'm going to add another bead. These bracelets are so much fun to make. I'm going to untangle this one spot there. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to bring this wire around. Bring this one over and around. We're going to bind that crossing point. I'm going to tighten that up. I'm going through again. That didn't work. Thank you all so much for being here and hanging out with me. I thought it would be fun to do a live bracelet demo. Why not? All right, I'm going to tidy this up. And we're going to add another bead. Except this time I'm going to add a lepidolite stone bead. Oops. I feel like I gave myself more wire than I needed, but that's a good thing because you never want to run out while you're in the middle of something. So I've got my lepidolite bead on here. I'm doing the binding. Hope everybody's been having a happy, fun Sunday. This is what we've got so far. I am going to close my blinds and see if that helps with the lighting. Maybe, hopefully. Maybe not. That's okay. All right, I'm going to add another bead. It's going to be a granulated rondelle. Bring this wire around. Get that crisscross nice and centered. Tighten this up. Thank you guys again for hanging out. Okay. So if you're just coming in, this is what I'm working on. This wire wrap bracelet. Oops. Now I'm adding another bead. Then we're going to crisscross. And then we're going to bind again. Don't do that to me, wire. There we go. All right. I'm going to do one more. Untangle that. There we go. It's getting there. Gonna add another bead. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I'm enjoying it. This bracelet is a very fun and simple design. And it's elegantly simple. Tighten this little area up. All right. Now we're going to add a lepidolite bead. I think this color combination looks really good. Oops. Okay. Bring that in. Oops. Okay. Do another crisscross. This whole bracelet is very repetitive, but the finished outcome is like, it's just so pretty. There we go. All right. Just gotta keep going. Bring this around. What's everybody been up to today? Who's watching from where? Because I am currently live on Facebook and YouTube from District. Welcome in, teal chickadee. Oop. Okay, now we add another blue bead. And then we bind the two crossed wires with our weaving wire. All right, now we're going to add a lepidolite. All right. Oops. Keep hitting my iPad. There we go. All right, this is coming out pretty nice so far. I love it. Come on. There we go. Maybe. There we go. All right. I'm actually going to cut this a little bit shorter because I know I cut a little too much. Wanted to be safe than sorry. This will be way easier. There. All right, another blue bead. Pull that through. Tidy all of this up. And pull this through again. Oops. All right, it's looking pretty good. Okay, and then I'm going to add one more blue bead and check measurement to see where I'm at. Okay. I'm at 6 inches. Okay, we'll add one more blue bead. Because I gotta compensate for the hook too. Okay. I might be able to squeeze in one more bead. Oops. It's 6.5. Do one more. Oh, wrong wire. There we go. All right. So I'm going to bind these two together and then make the hook that goes in the loop. So the hook goes in the loop that's like the first thing I did for this bracelet was make the loop. Come on, get in there. Now ending this, instead of binding it twice, I'm going to do it 5 times. Just finishes it off better. So it's 3, 4, and 5. And I'm just going to secure that end around that one. Oh, I almost cut the wrong wire. Okay. Then I'm going to pull this through. And then these two crisscross. I don't know how I managed to cut just enough wire. Because these lay right over like this. And then these crisscross. But this piece I can just hook around like this. And then this piece is going to be our hook. So I made a little loop, and I'm going to bend it upwards and take my bail pliers. I'm going to use this size. I'm just going to bring this around like that. And then we have a little hook. Now, eventually, I will be able to get a bracelet mandrel. But for the most part, with my bracelets, I just kind of round it out like this. And I gotta tidy up this part too. There we go. Okay. So now we have a really pretty lepidolite bracelet with rondelle beads. And it turned out to be a size it's a size 7. So this bracelet would be $25 if anybody wanted it. It's pretty easy to get on and off too. What'd you guys think? I hope I'm not missing any comments on Facebook or YouTube. Usually District will tell me if somebody's chatting with me from there. pretty fun. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this up. I wonder if it'll let me take a picture. Lepidolite bracelet. Size, 7 inches. 25. Free shipping. Free shipping, guys. So it's 25 shipped. Unless you're in Canada. Then it's a little bit more. All right, I'm listing that right now. Add to stream. There we go. So there's that. And it is in my marketplace. So then I'm going to show you guys some of the new earrings I made. Oops. So these are new. These are also made. These would actually be a really good set. You get the same beads, a slightly different shade of blue. These are 15, I believe. Let me double check. $15. Yeah, these are 15. So these are on the stage right now. The ear wires are stainless steel, and these are like connector beads. So I used a head pin and beaded the beads on and then put the other side of the head pin through the round bead. I really like these pieces. I think they're so pretty. So those are available at 15. And then I did these. I listed, these are Tibetan agates in copper wire. These are also 15. All of my ear wires are stainless steel. Tibetan agates are from the Himalayan mountains, and they etch this design on them. So I've got those. These are very earthy earrings. I have a whole wall of earrings. These are tiger's eye set in antiqued bronze. Where are they? Here they are. These ones are 15. Very pretty chatoyancy going on. The settings are flat back. Ear wires are stainless steel. And these are maple leaf copper charms hanging at the bottom. What else did I put up recently? So this bracelet, this one is 30. It's a size 7. I actually used like a vintage bronze twisted wire. It's tarnish resistant. And these are Tibetan agates also. There's so many different variations of Tibetan agate. So this I had actually made today. Technically, I made these 4 today, which is pretty good. But on that note, I thought it'd be fun to kind of show you guys this bracelet. I appreciate everybody hanging out. It's been good. Thank you so very much for watching. I'm gonna call it good. You guys have a